Pirates closer Felipe Vazquez, 73, formerly Felipe Rivero, has returned to DC as a first-time All-Star. Philip G. Pavley, USA Today Sports. Felipe Vazquez, a man who used to play here under another name, walked into the home clubhouse at Nationals Park Monday and recognized it all. He found his locker, which was also familiar, a stall or two away from where he spent hours and hours earlier in his career. In those days, the nameplate read Felipe Rivero and hung over the locker of a promising but erratic left-hander who always seemed like the Nationals' closer of the future, but never became it. A few hours later, Vazquez sat at a table, answering questions for familiar reporters he hadn't seen in a while. When his time was done, he ceded that table to another familiar face, a right-handed reliever who was also making his All-Star debut. Blake Treinen looked much different in green and yellow. "It feels just amazing," Vazquez said, "what we became in the last 2 years." Vazquez owned a 3.67 ERA and struck out nearly 9 men per 9 innings in 96 innings as a National. His fastball-slider combination made him a frightful matchup for left-handed hitters. His occasional lapses in command made him a frightful matchup for almost anyone at times, and was the main reason he never quite established himself like he has in the years since. At the Home Run Derby, Bryce Harper and DC fell back in love. At least for one night, the Nationals traded him to Pittsburgh for Mark Melancon at the 2016 trade deadline. They knew what they were giving up in the deal, but desperate dealers cannot get something for nothing. Vazquez established himself as an elite reliever a year later and finished 2017 with a 1.67 ERA and 88 strikeouts in 73 appearances. He did not make the All-Star team that year, a noteworthy snub. This year, in which he struggled at times but accumulated 23 saves, he did. "I think it was not supposed to happen last year. Let's put it that way," Vazquez said. I'm going to the one in DC. It feels pretty awesome to come back here." Treinen joked about how different Vazquez looks now, the new haircut, the new color. He also chuckled about his former teammate's new name, the most obvious change. The man Nationals fans know as Rivero changed it to match his sister's last name. Treinen was also supposed to be the closer of the future here, the right-handed equivalent of Vazquez. Nasty stuff, too many lapses. The Nationals traded him to Oakland in the deal that brought them Sean Doolittle and Ryan Madson. At the time, Treinen was struggling. He began the season as the Nationals' closer, a role to which he was named so late in spring training that he first found out it was a possibility by reading about it in the media. He pitched to a 5.73 ERA in 37 appearances before the deal, unable to harness the 98-mile-per-hour sinker that now frequents the various social media accounts that track the nastiest pitches of the day. He pitched to a 2.13 ERA after the deal, which didn't surprise anyone with the Nationals. They traded him knowing Treinen might emerge as the reliever they always thought he would be. They traded him thinking he would have to go elsewhere to do that. Going somewhere new and having a new scenery definitely helps. "I didn't really change much when I went there. I was maybe more aggressive and walked less guys and that led to some success," Treinen said. But being in a comfortable situation, getting a second opportunity that most people don't get once, being a closer, it was nice. I had guys in that organization give me a vote of confidence right away and say, "You're our guy, we're going to ride it out." Treinen said he understands why the Nationals couldn't give him that same opportunity. He explained that he knew this team had less margin for error, had to win right away. They didn't have time to wait for him to settle in as a closer, although many within the organization figured he would have much more success elsewhere. He has and owns a 0.94 ERA in 40 games this season. He, like Rivero, will pitch in his first All-Star game at the stadium, where he pitched his first big league innings. It meant a lot that some of the staff members, security guys, were excited to see me. I was equally excited to see them as well, Treinen said. Anywhere you go, you just try to leave an impression, one way or the other, and you never know. A lot of times, that impression that you leave is felt years down the road. Guys are happy to see me, it means a lot to me that I made my time worthwhile here. Read more on the Nationals. Nationals Max Scherzer will start All-Star game for second year in a row at MLB Futures Game. Nationals Carter Kieboom gives fans a look ahead. C waited a while for a seat at baseball's big table. It was worth it.